Tricky, congratulations. This is your life. We're going to reflect on your NRL career, game 1 to 100. Mate, the milestone, it's a big one. Like, have you had a chance to stop and reflect yet about what it means?
No, not really. I think after the game, when all the family's around, I'll have a moment to sit and reflect and talk about it with them. But yeah, it's very exciting times, and I can't wait to see the family after.
We've just spoken to a couple of your teammates. I'm sure you probably won't like that this week has an element of being about you, but it does. Like, you've one thing that Blake was speaking about was just how hard you've worked, and also just how much you've grown across your NRL journey as well. Can you speak to that too, and just how you feel as a footy player now from game 1 to 100?
Yeah, no, I feel like I've grown up a fair bit, and that comes with time, and I guess getting on the field and playing the footy as well. So it's been a work in progress, and it's great to get 100 games. I haven't got there yet, but 100 games on the weekend. But I'm looking to play plenty more after that. 100%.
I feel like the growth in the last 20, 30 games has been pretty exponential as well. How do you feel that your game is going at the moment? And are you feeling that too? That you're playing outstanding footy?
Yeah, I feel like you learn to be on the field and pick your moments a bit better, and control the team a bit better as you get older and more experienced. And I think that's definitely played a massive part in my game.
What a half talk about that. That you hit your straps when you're later in your career because you see the game better. Like, are you feeling that?
Yeah, you definitely feel like you've got more time, and you go into the game thinking about controlling it and how to win a lot more, instead of just playing off the cuff all the time. And that's how you get yourself in trouble on the field and not play the game out the way you want it to be. So I think as you get older and more experienced, you definitely learn to work the field a bit more.
Is that something you had to learn? Like, I don't know, what's the journey like as a half, in terms of, I can imagine when the temptation's there, to try and play your hand all the time when it arises.
Yeah, I think, when I first came in, and as a young'un, you just wanted to, go for the big plays and make a highlight reel just out of nothing. But as you get a bit older, you learn to, relax a bit and pick your moments a bit more, I guess.
Incredible growth on the field, and even from what I've seen, in the last 12, 18 months as well, off the field too. And I know that's something you've worked super hard at.
Yeah.
How proud are you of the journey that you've had through the NRL?
Yeah, no, very proud, and I think my family will be proud as well, and that's what I care about most. And really happy to play 100 games, and like I said, really want to get it over and keep playing good footy for Sharks.
Absolutely. I know you reflected a little bit on it as well, about the setbacks away from the field too. Like, was it pause for reflection and making changes that you wanted to moving forward? Because you can almost pin it back to that moment that your career's just gone on this, huge trajectory.
Yeah. I think it was a career-defining moment, and I had to, step back away from the game a bit and think about what I really wanted to get out of it. And, I think it's made me a better person and a better player for it.
What are the things that you want to get out of it?
Just make a bit of a legacy for myself, and set myself up after footy. And I think this is the career that I want to be in. And at that time, it was something that could have got taken away from me. So I had to become an ultimate professional, like Fitzy always says to us, and really take my game to a new level.
It's a great reflection, because it's something that a lot of people go through in their footy careers, whether it's like a big injury or something like that, normally makes people reflect. Johnny was just talking about that, when he missed last year. He's like, I want to, make these changes. Did you have a moment or a conversation with someone, whether it was a conversation with Fitzy about being a professional, that made you really go, okay, this is what I want to do? Yeah,
there was plenty of people that I spoke with during that time outside of it, and we spoke into detail about what I really wanted to get out of rugby league, and really took those things on board, and made some changes to my lifestyle, and I think that's helped massively, and it's been good.
You must be pretty proud of yourself.
Yeah, definitely proud of myself. Yeah, 100%.
Do you feel like even we talk about like on the field confidence and growth and that kind of thing? It feels like even Blake was saying it, like what we don't see behind closed doors, the leader that you've grown into as well. Is that something you're aware of now?
When you think about it, you definitely think that you're becoming more of a leader, and I can definitely feel it as well. And it's been awesome, and we've got some great leaders around this club as well. So it's always good just bumping shoulders with them and learning more and more each day about how to be a leader, and that's how you gain more trust from your teammates as well.
What about Fitzy and the role he's played in shaping leadership, professionalism as well? Because I imagine along the journey, like with every athlete, there's some tough conversations.
Yeah, Fitzy's been a massive part of my development, and I owe a lot to Fitzy, and he's had my back through all the bad times and that as well. So it's been good, and he's made me a better player and definitely a better person for it.
How much are you enjoying your footy at the moment?
Definitely enjoying it, and got a good group of lads and a great staff here, so definitely enjoying it.
Absolutely. Reflections from the weekend. I guess not the result that you guys wanted to in terms of the score. What do you take out of it from the performance? Because I think everyone's pretty aware that what Penrith are doing at this time of the season already is pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely. We take a lot of lessons out of the game on the weekend, and Penrith, they did all the little things better than us, and we've looked at it. We've taken what we need to out of it, and looking to move on this week.
What are those takeaways?
Just how all those little 1%ers and not clocking off when you shouldn't be, and I think Penrith do everything perfectly to a T. So we're just looking to take some of those things out of their game and implement them into our game as well. So looking to move on really quick.
What's the feeling like as a player? So much excitement around you guys, and rightly so. You guys have worked super hard over the last couple of years to get yourself into the position that you are now. Everyone wants to win every game that they go and play, and a game against Penrith is one that normally gets circled on the calendar too. Like, is there a sense of deflation, or feeling, excuse me, like a little bit, down after a loss, or also going, it's round 2, they're good lessons to get? Like, I don't know, how do you balance it?
They're definitely good lessons to get. And like I said, we've had a look at it, and there's plenty of good takeaways out of that game as well. So we look at more so the good takeaways, and then work on those little things during the week of what we can take into next week's game.
The Dolphins, we talk about, in terms of your career, trying not to overplay your hand and be too attacking at different times. Mate, you can't predict the Dolphins. They're an excitement machine. Like, what's it like playing against a side like the Dolphins, even compared to a Penrith that normally kind of grind teams into the ground? The Dolphins normally try and outscore teams.
I think it's just a massive week for defence and just all those effort areas. I think that's what Fitzy's looking for this week. So if we just work well as a unit and defend well, I'm sure we'll be able to score some points as well.
What are you looking forward to most about your 100th game?
Definitely getting a win, but seeing all the family there in the crowd as well.